Imagine one day you wake up with an empty stomach. You're starving, stranded, far away from any place you ever know. It just so happens that the place is littered with all the meat you can eat. Crunchiest fried chicken, the juiciest grilled steak, and all the saucy, tangy barbecue ribs. You don't know your way home, and you could be stuck here forever. But lucky for you, there's an endless supply of meat that can last you a lifetime. Except, you will starve to death. Because you are a vegan. That's how it feels like being stranded in the middle of the ocean, surrounded by water you can't drink. More than 70% of the entire earth is made of water. Water gives us life and refreshment, but not this water. This water has salt, and salt makes us gag. It makes us thirsty. It makes us salty. So whose bright idea was this? Of all the water in the world, only this much is suitable drinking water. The rest of the water is still locked up in glaciers, too salty or too nasty for human consumption. You see all that water over there? That's salt water. You can find some of the saltiest water in the world in the Dead Sea. Can you guess why they call it that? In general, when salt enters into our body system, it causes an overload in our natural sodium levels. So our body will use its water to bond with salt to maintain that balance. This consumption of water in our inner system causes dehydration. So basically in areas of high salt level, life essentially dies of dehydration while being underwater. For us humans, ocean water does us no good until we remove the salt that infects it. I mean, if you really want, you could float on your back. If you miss the old days when life was simpler. And if you need to use the restroom, well, problem solved. But how did all this salt get into the ocean? Is there some sort of evil corporation intentionally putting salt in our waters to reduce the world's drinking water supply? Is it an elaborate scheme to sell bottled water? Or this could be part of a greater plan to end humanity as we know it. It could be the reason why freshwater icebergs are melting and sea levels are rising. This is all an elaborate scheme to cause devastation to inhabitants of low-lying coastal regions and disrupting agricultural patterns which attack human settlements and food water security. Ha ha ha. Okay, so that was obviously a joke. Moving on. So who's making all the water salty? Fish. Is this all you? I bet it's all your piss in the ocean. Don't ask how I know urine tastes salty, but disgusting, you animal. No, whales. Not you too. I wish I could go back to a time before I found this out. Shockingly, even if the entire world urinated in the ocean, it wouldn't be enough to make all of the ocean water salty. I mean, it's huge. Lakes and rivers are proof of that. Fish have been living here for millions of years, yet the water still tastes as bland as water. The real culprit is you! Yeah, it always has been. Yeah, out of nowhere, the real reason why ocean is salty is the same reason the dinosaurs went extinct. The rock. So, for more than 1,000 of years, rainwater would break down rocks and other minerals, releasing ions. They will all compile, and then they flow down the stream, where they get released into the ocean. And that's the reason why the ocean is salty. Dang, what a satisfying twist to one of humanity's greatest mysteries. It was all just a bunch of rocks. Like, no offense, but who's afraid of rocks?